What is up, y'all? Oh my goodness, my voice is even worse, unless this is because I just woke up, but oh my goodness. I didn't think it was that bad until I started talking. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm gonna end up cleaning this camera real quick. By the way, if you're wondering, I sound like this because I'm sick. Sick. I am sick. One of the worst. But I mean, normally when I get sick though, my voice actually doesn't do this. So it's a little bit strange even now. I'm just kind of like, damn, my PS5 is roaring. My PS5 is roaring right now. But yes, it's one of those like little strange things that's never happened with me. I'm just dropping a remote. This never happened before. But either way, we gotta get to this studying. Oh, there you go. Okay, it's now it's starting to sound like I'm a little bit back. I'm a little bit back. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm really shocked that yesterday's video ended up still, like I said, still getting the views that it got because it never was even, I didn't even think it was going to because I filmed that so last minute. Like, you have no idea. And I know it's not that much views, but you know, to me, being a small like channel, that's a lot of views for a small channel. And so I didn't really expect it because it was supposed to be actually another video that day. And it was actually supposed to be uploaded the day before too, but I ended up like fumbling and not getting anything like ready for the time being. So I pretty much had to, I just uploaded it and then boom. Guess you guys liked it. I mean, like I said, I think I said this yesterday. I figured it was gonna do well because of the way I titled it. But at the same time, that also just was not what I was expecting still. So there's a couple of things I want to open up on this screen, which is President Save here. But I wanted to look at the CompTIA thing. I do have a little bit of a video coming out later today on what happened to my tickets. I do have a little bit of a video coming out today that is going to be me using the ticketing system. It looks like you have a cold too now. Yes, I do. Mine's not going anywhere. Oh my goodness. I'm like literally sick. It is crazy. But we got Professor Mesmer, so I gotta go and watch that. My voice is literally gone. This is crazy. So I just want to look back at the CompTIA A plus objectives, and I'm gonna show y'all this as well. So let's go jump over. I gotta turn this camera on, but I'll wait a little bit. But currently, this is the 12. This is the 1201, the core one. Maybe I gotta cough it out. There we go. Yes, I had to cough it out. This is the core one, and then this one's the core 2, which we're currently starting with this one. As we can see, we've been doing the operating systems. We are not currently working with Windows, Mac OS, and Linux or mobile operating systems, but we do plan. I think we took a couple of notes, but we do have to get a little bit deeper into that. Then we got Windows tools, managing task manager, command prompt, disk management. I've used task manager and command prompt, but I don't really know everything about that. So we're kind of literally in this section so far, even though this is the 1202. We plan to kind of go back to the 1201, but I'm thinking about kind of sticking with the 1202 because it seems like this is just a lot of the stuff I don't know. And since I kind of have some understanding over here with the hardware side of things and the hardware troubleshooting side of things, I'm like, let me at least just get a little bit of something in here. So it's gonna take a while. Says, how do you laugh when sick? I get depressed and my brain's hazy and weird. Yeah, no, I don't know what it is. There's a lot of people tell me that, where it's like, are you really sick? Or like, how are you fine? And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I've always been the type of person who could get sick and then like I could do everything. Like, if I wanted to play basketball right now, I could play basketball. I'm just gonna sound funny. I'm probably gonna feel weird, but it's like I could still do it. I don't know. I never been the type of person where I just need to lay down all day or do nothing all day. All right, so I gotta go and pick up the Professor Messer's video so we can kind of see where I am at. And then I can obviously talk y'all over it because I can't really play the video, but I will put visuals on the screen so y'all can see what I'm exactly learning. So right now we were getting into the installation of the operating system. Let's see if this phone is charging because if it dies on me, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh, you know what I forgot to? I forgot to grab my earphones. I mean, I could probably play it out loud, but I don't know why this charger's been acting so funny. This is crazy. Give me a second. Alright, that should hopefully be charging. So let me put the volume up. I guess y'all could hear me a little bit. So I think the last thing I wrote was we got. Let me review. Let me review. Oh wait, I don't have the camera on. I'm so sorry. You said good genes. Possibly. Honestly, possibly, because I also know someone in my life who has who is the worst when they get sick. So I just so we left off with the type of installations. We have clean the install, which I guess is more common, which is basically people just deleting everything, starting from scratch, wiping the stack, I believe is what that says, or wiping the slate. I gotta write that a little bit more clear because I'm like stack. I mean, I guess that could have been my fault. I did write that weird. But wiping the slate, and there we go, clean, and the partition, and reinstall. And then it is migration tools can help. We got a little bit into an in-place upgrade, which some people decide to keep all of their applications, keep all of their configurations and data. But I guess with this in-place upgrade, it allows maintaining the existing application. Oh, it just maintains the system. My fault. I guess it's basically another way of installing the operating system, but while keeping the applications and data. Which he didn't say what the downside is, so I wonder why people don't do that one more. But I guess we'll see. Then it says image deployment. This is another way that they did a type of installation, which would be install on PC and applications and configurations, create an image. So you basically do it on one PC. You create an image of what you installed, and then simply from there, you pass that on, that image. You can install that on other computers. So it's basically like you're automating the process of basically just passing on that image to PC, which is what a lot of organizations prefer to do because there's just a lot of computers. So now, flip this over. Oh, oops. So that's where we left off about file systems. Or, wait a second. I mean, installing, sorry, not file systems. Installing operating systems. So now, why does my phone keep not charging, bro? I need this phone. This is literally the only thing that I can use to watch this video. Okay, there you go. So now I think we're getting into some networking stuff. Or because I think we mentioned in the beginning how you're able to do the network installation. So now I guess we're getting a little bit into detail about this remote network installation. So let's do remote network installation. Or let's do OS so y'all can kind of get the grasp of what we're currently looking at. So let me take that note. Remote network installation. I'm not gonna lie though, his videos I feel like have been super helpful on what I feel like I need to know for the CompTIA A+. Some of the videos are long, some of the videos are shorter. So it kind of sucks because it's like, damn, I feel like I'm taking too long to get through everything. But whatever. It's also probably because I do it while I'm live. So sometimes I'm trying to like talk to y'all just to keep to try and keep the live entertaining as much as I could, but it probably wouldn't be. An external hard drive or bootable USB drive to perform the let me see exactly what he said there. Of human intervention.
want to carry around an external hard drive or bootable USB drive to
You
perform
can
these
put all
installations, you
on
can put
a,
all of your install.
okay, so this would be a separate network drive. So let me make that down. This is a separate network drive that you would do this to.
Files on a separate network drive. Then you can begin a remote network installation from that.
Okay, put all files there. Let me put that. Put files there so that I can understand that. Now we could begin. So now begin the remote network installation. So break that down. Basically, you're putting all the files into this network drive, and now it's possible to start this installation. Goodness. From the local server or from that local shared drive. So then that's good too. So it doesn't even have to be, it could be the local server or the local shared drive or local shared drive. Okay, period. So that you don't have to have any local media next to the computer. So I gotta make that note. So don't have to have any local media next to the computer. Perfect. My goodness. And then it's like, most modern operating systems will also install a recovery partition. Okay, so we gotta take a note, I guess, of that one. So local, wait, actually, you know what? I'm forgetting too, because I kind of want to write it a little bit in the way that he also has it on there as well. I like to take some of the notes, but he also has like this, what is it called? Share, like slides. And so he writes stuff on the slides as well. So I want to make sure I get those bullet points after kind of writing down exactly what was said. So now it's install across the internet. I really was hoping that I could possibly get this CompTIA in March, but I mean, it's still possible. But I feel like because I do have an hour out of my day, it's kind of difficult. Like, I see why that class that they're offering at my school near me does 6 months. Because I'm like, you have to remember all this and get through all of it. That's the problem, too.
Local server or that local shared drive so that you don't have to have any local media next to the computer.
And then,
most modern operating systems will also.
All right, so now we get here where it's most modern operating systems. Modern operating systems. I just can't wait. I'm so happy to be studying all this and be taking y'all along the journey. I know it could be a little bit probably boring because at the end of the day, it is just me studying. But that's why for me, it's like I kind of enjoy. Well, for one, I enjoy these live streams because it builds community. I'm able to chat when people when people do message, or if people even message like just once, like just knowing that they're kind of there. I feel like I like that. It's a nice little community that we got going on here. But I think most importantly too, I always see it as this is probably gonna be streams that people watch later. In the same way with like my IT content, I'm like, it's probably gonna be things that people watch later because it's like, when people see me become a network engineer and or not become a network engineer, right? Like I make that video and that ends the chapter. That's when the most people are gonna end up coming to the channel, and then they're gonna want to see my progress and how I did it, that the live streams would all be watched over again, like how many times have you ever like found a good YouTube channel that you found like years later, and then you decide to binge all their content because you're like, oh shoot, this was great, you know what I mean? Like I wish I could have seen this. Now you're able to see it. I've done that plenty of times. So I'm like, that's probably what I want this channel to be, where it's like in the moment, yeah, it's probably trashy, but y'all could literally study with me years on years. So this is commonly installed as a hidden partition. So install a recovery partition. And then this commonly, wait, what?
Also install a recovery partition. This is
Oh, they're talking about the recovery partition. I'm like, what the hell are we talking about? So they're saying that that is commonly installed as a hidden partition. So now we're getting into that. So now I'm a little bit confused because I thought all the partitions were like somewhat hidden. Not hidden in the sense of like you can't see it, but I mean, maybe that is what he means. Like, you can't see it. I thought hidden, like, it's just virtual. Maybe I'm tripping. So, with installation files, here we go.
installed as a hidden partition. So,
So
your
your
end
end
user
user isn't commonly going to see this partition. So, let me write that down. So, end user isn't, oops, can't spell, isn't commonly going to see this partition, but all the but all the installation files for the operating system are contained in that recovery partition. Okay.
going to see this partition, but all of the installation files for the operating system are contained in that recovery partition.
All right, so we got that down pat. All the installation files for the OS would still be in that recovery partition. So will be in the contained recovery contained in the recovery partition. Perfect. So if you're doing any type of detailed troubleshooting on the computer, but you didn't bring any of the operating system installation files,
troubleshooting on a computer,
you'll
but
probably
you
be
didn't
able to
bring
find all of
any
them
of the
in the
operating
recovery
system
partition.
installation files, you'll probably be able to find all of them in the recovery.
So if you're doing any type of detailed troubleshooting on a computer but didn't bring any of the operating system installation files, you'll probably find them in the recovery partition. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that.
Windows also has a way to reinstall the operating system by simply copying over everything that's already there, but leaving the base configuration in place. This is referred.
All right, so now Windows has a little bit of a type of installation in itself, which I guess they refer to this as the repair installation. So we're going to take a couple of notes on how this occurs. Repair installation. So this is fix problems with the Windows OS and does not modify user files. So I like that. Let's look up the Windows OS installation. Oh, I kept it as remote. Just so we can kind of get a little bit of what I'm talking about here. Yes. Exactly that. Exactly that. So fix problems with the Windows OS. And then lastly, does not modify user files. Bammers. Okay.
As a repair installation, and it's commonly done to fix any major problems with the operating system that can't be solved any other way.
All right, so this is commonly done to fix major problems with the operating system. So done to fix major problems with the OS. And then it says it's a commonly done to fix any major problems with the operating system that can't be solved in any other way. So that, because I don't want to put that and then I screw myself. So that can't be solved in another or in any other way. Perfect.
This will overwrite all of your operating system files, but it will leave all of your user files and documents in.
So it's saying that this will overwrite. This will overwrite all of your operating system files, but it will leave all of your user files. So it's going to overwrite all of the OS's files and leave the oh, that's actually not bad. The user's files. Like, what if your files aren't the issue? Like, perfect.
Place. And in some cases, the drivers that are on your installation program may not recognize all of the hardware.
And then we have another thing where it says, in some cases, it may not recognize the drivers. In some cases, the drivers may not recognize all of the hardware. So all the hardware on your computer, which could make you have to involve a third party. So may have to involve a third party. I gotta see how these questions end up getting asked low key. That's actually probably what I should do. Let me end up finishing exactly what I'm writing about this particular type of installation, and I'm going to take that exam compass CompTIA A plus test 1, just because I kind of want to see, like, am I learning the right stuff? Like, are they going to be able to get me, or kind of see exactly, well, I know that the exam compass also isn't really, like, it's pretty good, but some people don't like it because they kind of just ask the same questions. So it says in some, what the hell am I doing? Oh, so now we're getting into the other. Actually, you know what? I'll save this for later. Now, I think we should go to Exam Compass and kind of see how that everything else is working there. I think that'd be super sick. So let's look up Exam Compass. Sorry about that. I just want to see. They still don't have the practice test up, which is crazy. But I just want to see what are some of the things. Which workstation operating system is most widely adopted in business environments due to its strong compatibility with enterprise applications and network infrastructure? For some reason, I have a feeling that it's Linux. I know Windows is probably the most number one, but I have a feeling it's Linux, but that's not the point. I just kind of want to see how they're going to answer. So software companies setting up a new workstation for programmers who frequently use command lines need extensive system configuration compatibilities and prefer fully open source platform for building and testing applications. I don't know. But I see now. Which workstation OS runs natively on Apple hardware? Apple hardware? Which of the answers listed below refers to an operating system designed for lightweight, low-cost laptops optimized for web applications? I don't know. Is it Chrome? Which mobile operating system restricts app installation strictly to the App Store unless device is modified? And the iOS. Which of the following answers refers to a mobile OS widely adopted by device manufacturers for its open source base and flexible customization options? I wouldn't know, but I think I'm kind of understanding now. About what we are being asked. Which device is the iPad OS specifically on? Which mobile OS is exclusive to an Apple's iPhone? A digital artist needs a mobile operating system that supports advanced stylus features. Which OS fits? Advanced stylus features? I don't know. What are the key characteristics of an Android's OS? I actually know nothing about an Android's OS. I was hoping that they would have kept it between the something else, but okay, fine. App installation from third-party sources, open source platform, apps limited only to official app store. High level of customization. I don't know. Which of the answers below refers to a Microsoft developed file system that provides advanced features such as a file folder permissions, encryption, compression support for very large files? Which Microsoft file system was specifically designed for maximum resilience, data integrity, and large-scale deployments for enterprises? I think it was the XFS. Or no, actually, I think it could have been the REFS. I think I took notes for both of them. It's an extended file system for high performance 64. But the REFS is the future of it. I think maybe I'm right. Which of the following file systems is known for the 4 GB maximum file with 2 TB storages? I think that's just the FAT32, right? Or yeah, the FAT32. Known for that. I believe so. Yeah, we're gonna go FAT32. Which file system is the default choice for any modern Linux distributions? X4. Which Linux file system is widely used in enterprise environments due to its support and large scales? I guess it's the XFS. Which of the answers listed below refers to a Microsoft-developed proprietary file system optimized for flash drives and stuff? I think it's this one. Right, because I think the REFS. I keep forgetting what the REFS one is because it's newer, but I don't think it's external. But is that what they're asking? Yeah, no, I think that's just an upgrade to the NTFS, whatever the hell. Which of the following answers refers to the default Mac OS file system optimized for solid state drives and encryption? I know this is for, I think, not Androids. Wait, no, yeah, right? This is for Androids? Oh no, that is for the Apple's file system. Oops, I should have known. Which four file systems offer the broadest cross-platform compatibility across Windows, macOS, whatever the hell, I can't even say it right. I know NTFS is one, and then I think it's XFAT is the other. Which term describes the final phase in a product's life cycle when it's no longer developed, sold, or officially supported by a vendor? I've never I don't even know. I've never seen that. Which factor is a common limitation preventing a very old desktop computer from upgrading to the newest? Default boot setting, hardware not meeting the minimum requirements. That could be one, but what is the most common? Missing required operating system license key, insufficient privileges on the account. Default boot device not set to external media. I don't know. It could be this one because it's saying what is the common limitation preventing. I feel like it has to be the hardware doesn't meet that. Because literally right now I can't even update my old laptop, my Chromebook, because they told me like the hardware doesn't meet it. It's such an old old laptop. Vendors might limit updates or discontinue support for an operating system to encourage users to upgrade, reduce development costs. Yeah, probably all of the above. Which factor is the primary cause of compatibility issues when sharing data between different operating systems? Lack of support for the proprietary, differences in file system formats, inconsistent file naming conventions, variations in hardware. It has to be compatibility issues when sharing between different operating systems. I don't know. I'm guessing. Common methods used to mitigate compatibility issues between operating systems include using virtual machines, running cross-platform applications, accessing software through web-based apps, setting up remote desktop solutions, and creating dual configurations to switch between OS environments. I mean, I know that there's different. I'm gonna just say true. It just sounded like it's true. I don't know. It could be false. Which of the actions listed below is not required when preparing a USB drive to serve? So formatting the USB drive, creating a bootable partition, writing the operating system installation image to the USB, installing the operating system onto the USB. Oof, I don't know. I'm assuming writing the operating system, because I feel like one of these is it. Because why would you need to have an image, but then also you're installing it? Formatting the USB with a supported file system and creating a bootable partition on the USB. Could it be this one actually? Bootable partition. I feel like it was this one and I think I'm wrong, but I just want to get the test done. Which of the following answers refers to a solution widely used in enterprise environments for deployment operating systems, particularly when the physical media is not feasible? I don't think I've seen any of these. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna go with the PXE. I just want to see how I did. Oh, I did pretty good for the beginning. Oh shoot, I was guessing, y'all. I was guessing it's the iPad OS. Okay, I don't care. I got 2 of them here. I missed another one. Apps installable. I didn't even know that was true. Damn, it was the NTFS. Okay, so here's where things started getting bad. Oh wait, no, we picked it back up. Alright, then we got some things that were bad. We picked it back up. Got another bad. We got a 75, y'all. I'm not even mad at that. For half of the stuff on here that I didn't know, it was this one. I should have went with my gut. Because I remembered seeing it and I was like, gonna pick this one. And then I was like, no, because I remember it talking about copying the image to the USB. So I was gonna click this one. But what threw me off was bootable partition. I'm like, why do I could have got like at least an 80 maybe. But that's a pretty good, yo. I'm not even finna hold you. I'm shocked. Y'all know how many times I took these tests and I failed completely? A 75 isn't bad. Of course you want to get higher, but oh damn, my hat is like all types of messed up. The hell? Ain't nobody gonna tell me. Crazy work. Crazy work. I'm actually really like stoked that just happened. Y'all have no idea. Super stoked. By the way, if y'all are new here, make sure you end up hitting that like button. I'm wondering, like, I was just, this is crazy. I'm so shocked that I just ended up passing this all with a nice little 75, which I of course can definitely make better. But wow. Wow. Okay. Well, we did our little thing there, but now I feel like I see what they're asking, but clearly I know the answer. I almost picked Linux for that one, but this one's Linux. Okay. I did pretty damn good. I'm gonna leave this tab open for later, probably tomorrow. Yeah, probably tomorrow. And even though I flipped through my notes a little bit, just know it was just to make me feel correct about what the hell I was picking. Sometimes you need to have those little moments. So I don't know if I should get back into my CompTIA A study with Professor Messer. I'll probably get into the job hunting. I'll probably do the job hunting right now. Just because I want to end this off on a win. Y'all, because man, I did not think I was gonna end up passing that. That literally, I'm excited. Especially too, because I'm thinking like I didn't know enough for the operating systems. Honestly, the questions that I got wrong barely had to do with the operating system. I think I had to do more or less with the file systems. So there's probably just some things I haven't learned yet, or maybe I forgot that I learned. So I thought that was pretty damn cool. So I can't go on Indeed anymore or LinkedIn anymore without them trying to get me to sign in, which is strange. So I'm gonna do part-time and full-time tech supports on Indeed. I just want to see what it looks like, what they're trying to offer here. So this is a West Coast. I'm also forgetting I gotta get off a little bit sooner than later. My chest hurts, y'all. My chest hurts like hell. Alright, and then we can take this camera off as well. By the way, if y'all are here or new here, make sure you end up hitting that sub button. Hey, that'd be pretty lit. Thank y'all for watching, by the way. I'm still gonna keep it pushing. I'm not going nowhere. Just trying to get this phone set up a little bit. But thank y'all for tuning in to my content. I'm just super stoked, super happy. Y'all are just super goated, man. Straight goated. Alright. So right here we got West Coast Technology Support and Operations Teachers Wanted. Okay, but I'm trying to be a technical support. It's a remote setting. That's not bad. So don't miss the meteor showers today. Oh no, is it really? Are we really getting meteor showers? To provide friendly and efficient technical support service to the Six Crickets community, client success. If I end up going to work, even though I feel sick as hell, but if I end up going to work, I'm probably am gonna miss it. Supporting client onboarding, continuous relationship building channels, be first point of contact when handling Saprish. Contact to handle and resolve customer complaints, respond professionally to inbound communications, identify and escalate issues aggressively, compose thoughtful and accurate messages or customize prepared responses to customer emails, arbitrate in situations between users, monitor and control numerous concurrent tasks in tandem, proactively and independently work to meet targets and goals, strong ability to research information on the web, to troubleshoot problems, and to perform client research and outreach. Be a tech savvy, fluent with Google Doc, spreadsheet, using web search, quick to pick up new technologies. Must be available for a regular schedule, 5 days a week, 40 hours in the Pacific time zone. Mutually agreed with your lead, able to work on weekends and public holidays, patience, empathy, and unique ability to manage stress, strong communication, and then interpersonal skills. Have a typing speed of 60 WPM at minimum, ability to work under pressure and adapt quickly to adverse situations, technical aptitude, and the ability to pick up new technology quickly, flexibility to perform various operation tasks as situation demands. Startup, all hands on deck. I bust my A because I love it approach. Oh, okay. I like that. Passion for children, education, and serving educators. That threw me off. Knowledge of and experience with measuring and improving customers and satisfaction. I like how this is remote though. But what am I doing? Am I teaching? Like without familiarity with systems, early adopter technologies, full time, and is also based on contract 8-hour shift. You said 150 meters in 1 hour. Please don't miss. It's once in a lifetime. I think I'm gonna have to. If I'm at work, man, I can't do it. If I'm home, maybe I could watch, but I'm gonna be at work. It says bachelor's required. So I guess it's not a teaching position, but I don't understand why it's saying good with working with kids. What the hell am I gonna do? Are the kids coming to me with a problem? They're like, yeah, my computer's broken. I'm like, oh no, kid, you just gotta plug it in. Like, I don't know, like, is that what I'm supposed to be doing? We got responsibilities and duties. Test and repair products, support worldwide network distributors and dealers with technical/installation issues, communicate with suppliers. I cannot wait. Y'all have no idea like how much I cannot wait to get into this. I know I say it like every stream, but it's because I'm genuinely passionate and just excited to do IT work. Like I'm telling you, the first day, like I can't wait to let y'all know whenever I like land a position one of these days, and let y'all know like what I'm doing and constantly just taking y'all kind of along that journey. Because once I feel like I get a job of it, obviously I can't record. I can't record a video on me working at a specific place because that would be crazy. But just being able to tell y'all what I'm doing would be insane. You said just do a Google search for your time zone. Let me go and see. But either way, because the problem is like when I tell you I have the worst schedule on the planet, I have the worst schedule on the planet. I know it's gonna happen while I'm at work. Like because my work time, it's literally the whole day. So if it doesn't happen now, then I'm not seeing it later. Like that's just what it is. So let me look it up though. Meteor showers. I think my time zone is EST. I'm not even sure what the hell is my time zone. I think it's EST. Seeing around mine says around. Oh, mine says it's peaking. Wait, I don't even know. It's saying followed by another one is peaking around December 14th. That should be my day off. But it doesn't say anything about today. It says, but the best upcoming shows. Wait, what the hell? Am I even talking about a meteor shower? Oh yeah, so saying December 14th, which is currently active, which is like you said, is peaking around December 14th, offering up to 120 meteors an hour in ideal conditions. So for me, that's tomorrow. But then it's like, okay, so what time? I'm gonna see because I should be out of work then. Between midnight and 4 a.m. That's not bad. I should be up. I literally, that's my working hours, but it's my day off, so I should be awake. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Since you're trying to get into IT support or you're already in IT support and helping others, sorry, I don't know your backstory. I'm currently trying to get into IT support, but as of right now, everything is kind of tricky just because I do like I support myself. I wish I had people to kind of rely on so I could take a lot of risks. But since I support myself and I work a really good paying job that pays the bills, pays the cars, it's hard for me to kind of be like, let me leave that for another position. So I'm currently sadly because I think the pickiest person normally becomes the person who doesn't land something, but I have to be picky with my current schedule at work. If I could switch the schedule, I wouldn't care. But I have to be picky about what I can and can't do. So I do want to land an IT support role at my job. I just work a warehouse job. Um, but I do want to be able to land an IT support role. I'm currently trying to look into internal transferring, but obviously you gotta wait until a application comes out, or you know what I'm saying. So that's the one that I really want to do. I would prefer to internally transfer into the IT support team. Other than that, something that could fit my schedule, it would have to be part time. And then it would have to like I work one of the worst timed shifts, so it can't be like 9 to 5 or anything in 5, anything near 3, not even near 2. So it would have to be like a part time from like 7 to what 8, 9, 10, 11, like maybe 7 to 11, something like that. But because I'm picky, I know it's gonna be hard for me to find something. But it doesn't mean I'm gonna stop trying. I'm just gonna have to find what really fits my schedule and just hope that they open up a position inside of my workplace because that just would be so much better to go that route because my specific workplace is really protected. So I'm like, they wouldn't get fired. And that's something that I'm nervous about leaving my specific workplace because it's unionized to go to a place that wouldn't be or is unionized, but it doesn't have that strong of one. So I'm like, yeah, no, I can't do it. So currently still looking for one. But it says adhere to all attendance and work schedule requirements. I do like to see what they like or what they want though. That's my biggest thing. But the point of this channel though is to kind of document my journey every single day. Oops, I forgot this is supposed to be day 47. But it's to document my journey every single day and pretty much show y'all me trying to become an IT support specialist and or become a networking engineer. And the point is to hopefully show people that like, if I could do it, you could do it too. But then also to show people kind of the backstory. Okay, this same company is just hiring after hiring after hiring. But kind of show people like the backstory of when I do become an IT support specialist or a network engineer, everyone can kind of come back to these videos and see like, oh, this is where she started from. So that's kind of the point of this channel, to just document everything. So provide first level technical support via phone, troubleshoot hardware and software connectivity issues, guide customers through step-by-step solutions, document all technical issues and resolutions in the system, escalate unresolved issues to higher level support teams, stay updated on product knowledge and technical procedures, maintain high customer satisfaction through effective communication. Must be 18 years or older. Wait, why did I read that? Obviously. I'm 22. We've marked that. Must be authorized to work in the country where the job is based. Wow, they were like, hell no. So must be willing to submit a level 2 background security investigation with a fingerprint. They're getting me. They're gonna arrest me. Paid time off. No, so that's pretty good. On to the next is contact center technical support. Part-time as well. I'm liking what I'm seeing. They do have a good amount of part-time jobs open. Respond to technical call. Oh, it's basically from, oh damn, this is the same center. I just realized this center's like, who did they fire their whole entire team? Like, what the hell is going on? They either fired their whole entire team or they really need people. This is crazy. I was like, I'm reading the same thing. And this is where it gets a little bit different. Military service IT specialist. This is United States Army. In person, full time or part time, requires enlisting military service into the U.S. Army. Oh, you know what? I never knew that you could apply to. I mean, I personally, if I didn't feel like we were gonna go into war soon, I'm pretty sure if I enlisted into the military, that and if we go to war, they're taking me out of this non-combat position. They're gonna be like, yeah, you need to fight. But I personally wouldn't mind this. This is a good little thing where I could kind of like think about because especially with going to the military, even though it's a non-combat position, I think they still what is it called? Like pay you monthly when you get out or something like that. Pay raises, longevity, 40 to 110. Oof, if I knew this. How is a current contract part time and full time? There's no obligation to enlist just by talking to us. Oh, so you don't have to enlist, is what it's saying? I don't know. I'm confused. Family tax free golf. Oh, that's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind. I would not mind that. I'm not even gonna hold you. But that's I guess last option. If I'm really like F this workplace. These are equipment coordinators. Like I said, since a lot of these are part time, they're smaller in pay. 14 an hour for part time. Well, it's still 14 an hour for full time, but I don't care. So this is scheduled Monday through Friday. I'm assuming though if it's part time, it's not going to be the same thing. But work is part of the help desk team, track and log tickets in accordance with IT department policies, maintain small peer-to-peer computer networks, install and configure IT resources, including computers and printers, ensure that all PC hardware is in good working condition, ensure PC software is loaded correctly. Hey, y'all, this sounds great. I'm currently liking everything that I'm seeing here. Currently liking it. But yes, so that's the point of this channel. It's like I just like to hopefully be able to show y'all everything that I'm doing, everything that I'm going through, and ultimately, just for people in the future, if they ever wanted to rewatch this content, hey, I'm just kidding, but imagine. But I'm just super happy to end up getting into this. I've never felt more passion in my life for technology. Like before, I knew technology was something I always wanted to get into, but I feel like I just didn't know where to start. I was just super young, especially when you're younger, you don't really know too much unless people are kind of there guiding you. And I didn't know how to guide myself, how to get to where I wanted to be. So I feel like I started to make a lot of bad decisions. Like I went to college for computer science for about a semester and then I dropped out, and I don't think dropping out was the bad decision. I think going to college was. I think I should have waited until I felt more confident about what I was going to college for. I honestly wish I went for IT. I should have went for information technology. Because computer science, I feel like mainly, like, yes, you could use that for IT, but mainly that's for when people want to become software engineers, and I don't think I would have wanted that. So I could have went for, a cheaper degree, like IT, and then also, too, I decided to jump straight to a university instead of doing community college and then going to a university. And then even now I found this degree that's online that can be used as an accelerated degree. But even if you do it in 4 years, it's way less in student loan debt than you would have been doing it, in a different place, like or in an actual college. So I'm like, I feel like I'm happy that I'm waiting until now to finally start going down that path of like, let me get these certs, let me get this degree, because now I know what I want to do with my life. I love technology, I love working with it, I like repairing, fixing, I like learning, I like failing, and then I like to learn from those failures. Am I in an interview? Like, what the hell's going on? I mean, shoot, at least I know I can do well in an interview. They're like, can this girl shut up? But no, seriously. And like just literally anything, like even down to this phone, like y'all have no idea like how much I want to do like phone repairs. Like I would love to do a phone repair, screen repair, hardware repairs. I know it's difficult. Same thing with laptops, is a little bit difficult because everything's so damn close together. Desktops are amazing, but I just feel like IT is one of the best places to be because it has so much different opportunity for side hustle, like building computers and repairing them for money, offering your IT support specialist work for money. You can, excuse me, I said this in the other video too, where it's like the side hustles from IT and the actual career in IT is like just the smartest thing that you could do. And I wish in that video I got a little bit more descriptive, but I think I found out after that video, which I plan on probably making a video about this soon, is how like a lot of people like to say, when AI comes, IT is going to be done. But the thing is that just doesn't make sense because if you think about it, AI literally is going to need at least specialization people in IT to work with AI. For instance, right now they have Waymos out in, I think, California, which is self-driving cars. Those cars need to be on a network. So who would deal with that? The network engineers, but not specifically. You would have to specifically, I believe, study AI network engineering or cloud network engineering, and then you can kind of go into that base. Or even if you're a network engineer, they might just let you come in and teach you on the spot because technically you know the networking side. You just need to learn how to do it virtually. But obviously, all of that would still be considered IT work the same way that I forgot. They had a couple more things, but of course, I was looking at the networking side because that's what I want to get into. But I feel like when people say that, it's like it's just foolish. I think what it's going to do is it might be a lot more work for the human. Now you're actually going to need a lot of skill to really like stay in that realm with AI. But there's going to be so much more jobs specifically for people who know how to run AI automation or who know how to do things virtually on because that's all AI is going to be. It's all going to be virtual, especially to even like I don't know how people think IT isn't going to be the one that stands in all of it. Like I think IT obviously doing help desk and solving tickets, like okay, maybe I could see why people think that would be gone, but it's like, do we forget that we could specialize in something in IT? Like, I don't know. And I think you should specialize in something in IT. I think if you don't specialize, then I could agree. It's like you're probably going to stay stuck. But you specialize into something, it just that works with AI automation, then that's just a wave. I want to see if I can find it real quick. There was other stuff too with AI technology. I just want to see real quick. But there was other things that I was looking at. They said that there's AI support engineers that could also be there. What is up, Kamal? How are you, my guy? AI technicians. But the thing is that they're calling it AI system engineers, but I'm pretty sure if you're just a system engineer or a product specialist or whatever, I think it's easier to transfer into the AI part of things. If you're a technician, it's easier to transfer there. But yeah, they're also showing here that system admins they use AI machine learning for automated devices. So system admin is also a good one. You said, am I on Insta? Yes, it's Marzy's Journey 09. It says data analysis and business analysis works with related AI data to monitor. So that's another little position you can get into. Then network and infrastructure utilizes AI-based cybersecurity solutions and stuff like that. And then there's also things too where what the hell was the other one? Damn, I just thought about it too as I was reading it. It was data analysis for AI solutions. And then nope, I think I forgot. But the point is that there's just so many positions that people do in IT when you specialize in it that is still going to work when AI comes in. So I don't understand the fear of that. I wish I was able to mention that in that video because I really think IT support is super underrated. Super underrated. Y'all have no idea. I think it's probably going to be one of the most paid jobs when AI starts to come out. Because of course, I think the people who are making AI, right, like those engineers, of course they're going to get paid bank, right? Because they're the ones doing it. But the people who have to maintain it are going to be right under that. You know what I mean? I'm like, I think that's going to be super goated, bro. But, so what am I doing? I was just talking a little bit about AI and IT support. I just ended up finishing my CompTIA A plus study. I took a quiz as well. If y'all want to rewatch this stream, it's super dope. And then I think I also did a little bit of job hunting. You said too fast and speaking English. Yeah, I don't know why I do that. I've been doing that since I was younger. I don't know how to fix it. I'm a little bit sick. as well. So I'm shocked that my words are even coming out this fast. But I do plan on hopping off though, because it's the end. I might end up going to work today or not. I'll let y'all know tomorrow. I will be catching you on the next one. Super sick Marcy is gone. I'm just kidding. I gotta take my Dayquil, bro. I don't know. I feel crappy. I feel all the congestion in my face. So did you get the job? No, I'm currently working. I still work at a warehouse. I haven't really applied to a specific position yet. I haven't found one that fit my schedule. Because like I was explaining a little bit earlier, is that my schedule, my current job is what pays the bills. I'm not someone, I know I look young, but I currently have an apartment, I have a car, so I got things that need to be paid for, and I can't just jump to any job, especially if they're not gonna pay enough for me to cover everything. But on top of that, the job I'm working is super stable, so I don't want to leave for something that's less stable. So I need something that fits my schedule. So I haven't really found too much that fit my schedule. I found a couple that I plan to send my resume to, but they're all remote jobs, and you know how hard that's gonna be to get. But I'll let y'all know when I start putting those job applications down. And I'll let y'all know when things start to go, when things start to flow. Okay. I'll be catching you on the next one. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button if you want to continue to see me study and learn IT support and hopefully land an IT support slash networking engineering role. Definitely go and hit that subscribe button and come join me on this journey. So do you know it's nighttime here and I'm watching you? Oh, that's super dope. That's super dope. Thank you so much, man, for sticking with me. And I love when it's people from like different countries that are watching. I think that's just amazing. It's crazy that there's that outreach. You know what I mean? Thank y'all so much. Love y'all. Y'all are amazing. And by the way, if there's ever anybody who is also wanting to, I guess, like if you have like a YouTube channel and you're studying and stuff like that, I've been waiting for Snake to do it. If Snake could do it, I think that'd be super cool. But we could have like a little bit, like, 'cause I have this camera right here. I know the camera's kind of messed up, but it's like a collab camera. I'm like, that'd be super dope if we can all hop on here, do a little bit of a study session together. Anybody, right? It depends. I would hope that you have content though, so I think that'll be pretty cool. I'll catch you on the next one. Love y'all. Deuces. Hit that subscribe button. Catch me tomorrow on day 48.